Hello everyone, my name is Heidi Larrazaleta, and today I will be reviewing a news article by BBC News. The article is titled "One Dead After Attack on Brazil's Supreme Court" by Matt Murphy and Vanessa Bushlutter. On Wednesday, November 13th, 2024, a bombing occurred in Brazil's capital, Brasilia. This act of terror was committed by one man. His name was Francisco Wanderley Luiz. He was a small-time conservative politician from South Brazil. Luckily, he was the only one to pass away. No one else was hurt and no buildings were destroyed. Luiz had targeted Brazil's Supreme Court buildings as he wanted to preserve freedom. At around 7:30 p.m., there were two explosions. A car had exploded, which was later discovered to be Luiz's car, and the second bomb killed Luiz. He was carrying explosives all over his body, and unfortunately a security guard had witnessed Luiz's death. This attack occurred right before the G20 summit, which starts in November 18th. G20 stands for a group of 20, and they are holding their annual meeting in Brazil. The G20 consists of many countries, including China, India, the United States, and more, and they have conversations towards international economic cooperation and discuss major international economic issues. Biden should be attending this year's summit. The suicide bomber's act of terrorism is not the only threat to democracy seen in a domestic scale. In January 8, 2023, the same area in Brazil's capital was ransacked by supporters of Jair Bolsonaro when he had lost the elections against President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. This act almost directly mirrors the invasion of the U.S. Capitol building by Trump supporters in January 6, 2021. This happened after Trump lost the election against President Biden. Unfortunately, it seems like democratic countries are having growing distrust in their governments and voting processes. This is largely due to the spread of misinformation through online platforms, also involving foreign interference attempting to sway voters towards certain political parties. Not only does misinformation cause mass panic, but it also further polarizes political parties as they continue to target each other. I believe this is a huge threat to international security as more democratic governments become unstable. If these countries have severe internal conflicts, how will they be able to unite not only their own people, but also their allies and fight against enemies in the future? I fear that civil unrest and acts of terrorism may continue if democratic governments do not put faith back into their voting systems. That's all for my presentation. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much.